Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my monthly favorites, super fun video, beauty books, you name it, it's in this video. We have so many random stuff too, which I know you guys like. The first product I will be mentioning is from Dossier, and they are sponsoring this portion of the video. I've been working with them the past couple months, and I cannot wait to share with you these fragrances. I love them. Of course, these are a favorite of mine because Dossier, if you didn't already know, is a fragrance company that makes impressions of, dupes of designer niche fragrances for a fraction of the cost. If you love designer niche fragrances like I do, Dossier is such a great option, affordable option to check out. If you want to check out some new fragrances, maybe that you've always wanted to purchase, but they're too pricey, these impressions of being two of them that I feel like I do not need the designer brand because these impressions of are spot on. I love them so much. So this is going to come as no surprise to you, the two fragrances I'm going to mention. The first fragrance from Dossier I'm going to mention is Ambery Saffron, and it is what I'm wearing today. I'm going to spray a little bit more on, and this is their impression of Baccarat Rouge 540, which is one of those fragrances that took the internet by storm. It is still one of my top fragrances out there. I love Baccarat Rouge 540, but I don't want to spend my money on a fragrance that a impression of is just as good. This has a great projection where the scent, I can't personally tell a difference. I love Dossier for how spot on they make their fragrances and also the design of their packaging, because this is what stands out to me. They have a magnetic closure and the packaging is very aesthetic. So I love their packaging. I think it's beautiful. I love how all my fragrances match in their components. It's just something that's very pleasing to me from Dossier. Then I want to share with you another fragrance that I always reach for when the weather starts getting warmer, and it's Dossier's impression of Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, which I know is a very popular scent come summertime. I'm already pulling it out now because I plan on traveling with this scent when I go at the end of May on a trip. This is going to be the perfect vacation scent for me. I wanted to share this one with you in this video. It is Powdery Coconut. This one from Dossier, again, spot on for me. I personally can't tell the difference between these two specific scents and their originals, which they're duping. This is the perfect beachy scent without being straight up sunscreen, which I don't like. That sort of scent. Powdery Coconut, for their impression of, is the perfect name to describe the scent, at least to me, because it does have that soft coconut vacation vibe to it, which I just really appreciate, and I love the scent. If you have not checked out Dossier yet, what are you doing? They are so incredible in their impressions of designer fragrances, and you guys know I love fragrance, and what they do with their dupes is so fantastic, and you don't have to spend the costly price tag of these high-end designer fragrances because they do them just as good. Both fragrances will be linked down below if you want to check out Dossier, and thank you so much to Dossier for sponsoring this portion of today's video, and let's get into the rest of my monthly faves. Lip products, specifically what I'm wearing on my lips right now. I have created my perfect pinky coral lip combo. Be prepared to be sick of this color by September because I plan on wearing this until then. This is just my perfect pinky coral. So I am so excited to share with you all the products that I used to create this, but on their own individually, these products stand out to me. I just happened to throw them all together. So we have the Freck Beauty lip liners, and I know you knew I was gonna put this in this video because of my Sephora sale haul. I ended up purchasing number 5 for my first order, got it in the mail, and went back for 2 more shades because I love this formula so much. It is long wearing. It is a thin pencil, retractable, so you don't have to worry about sharpening it. It's creamy, precise, everything that I'm looking for in a lip liner. I wish they had more colors. Personally, I think their range is a little lacking right now, but I hope that these catch on and they end up creating more because their formula, they knocked it out of the park. For me, these could very well take the place of my favorite lip liner formula ever. That's how good they are. So I recommend you picking up one, check it out, see if you like the formula. If you're anything like me, you're gonna go back for more. Steph told me that these are good, Babs Beauty. I didn't realize how good they were until I had them on my lips because I was wearing number 5 with the Ole Henriksen lip balm, And that wore off, and at the end of the day, I just had the liner left on my lips. They wear forever, and they don't dry out your lips, which is incredible. I'm going to swatch all the shades on my hand for you. I'm currently wearing number 2 on my lips, which is a pinky color, which I don't typically reach for pinks too much, I feel. I usually go for browns, so surprising that I'm actually reaching for that one more. If I want more definition, I'll go down to 5, which was the first one I picked up. We have 2, 3, and 5. As I said, I'm wearing 2 today, which is the pink, but I love the shades I picked up. I feel like I can mix and match with these tones. They're all very different, the ones that I picked up, and I am just so happy with the formula. So that is one of my number 1 recommendations in this video, is to check out the Freck Beauty lip liner formula if you're in the market for a lip liner, because the wear and feel of those lip liners are unmatched right now. They are the best to me, and I hope that they come out with more shades, because they said that number 5 was a cool taupe. It's very warm on me, so that is the only issue I have, and wiping these off, because that's how long wearing they are. And this is a makeup wipe. I'm serious, like, this is a struggle. So wearing the Freck Beauty lip liner, and then I applied this lipstick on top, which I've never tried this brand before until my previous trying new makeup that I did. It's from the brand Queen Musia. I'm not sure how to say it, but the packaging is so cute. They did give me a coupon code actually for this as well. I forgot to mention it in the trying new makeup, but I will have it on the screen and link below. I think it's for 10% off. They are a smaller brand, but their packaging is so adorable. Gives me ice cream vibes, or a little drill. I don't know. Ice cream or drill. 2 totally different things. It gives me both, apparently. For the color, this is the shade Madame Bovary, and this pink is just so beautiful. The brightness of it, I just think it's perfect underneath any sort of lip gloss. I love this, and I can manipulate the color. It's just the perfect undertone for pink as well, and I love the pigment of it. It is matte leaning, but it does have more of a satin feel because it's not overly drying. It says specifically that it's a matte cream lipstick. I can totally get that because it's not drying in the slightest. So if you want cute packaging and you're looking for a pink lip color, check this out. I haven't heard of them prior to them sending me a little package, but I fell in love with this color and I had to give it a mention in my monthly favorites. Then to top off this lip color, we have a lip gloss from Give Beauty, and I love this color so much. You guys know my love for corals, and this is the Give Beauty Dewy Plump Collagen Lip Gel in Marigolds. I end up getting the cheek tint as well, and I'm still testing this out. I'm not sure if this is lifting my makeup, but I love the color too. I've already accidentally put the lip gloss on my cheek thinking it was the cheek tint. The packaging was just too similar for me. I wish they did something a little bit different. I realized this is frosted, smaller, but it was just too similar for me that I end up putting the gloss on my cheek already. So maybe that's why it was lifting. I didn't do it that time, don't worry. I will swatch this color separately so you can see it on my hand. But this is a pigmented coral gloss, and this is a thick formula, high shine, beautiful shine. I love the consistency of it and the smell. Everything about it. They nailed this formula for me. It lasts on my lips because it is a thicker formula. The smell is incredible. I love the shade I picked. This lip combo is what I've been doing on the daily. So on Instagram, I did a short with this on. You're all asking me what I'm wearing. This is it. So I've been trying to include it in my what I'm wearing section, but I cannot get over this lip combo, and all the products are so fantastic. They had to make it into my monthly favorites. I've mentioned this formula before on my channel, but never this color. This was something I picked up also during the Sephora sale, and it's from Patrick Ta. It's one of his plumping lip glosses in the shade Pouty. And I love this for the color because it just lightens up the center of any look. This is super plumping too. It does have that kind of tingly feel. This says Dewy Plump on it for the Give one, but it doesn't have any sensation to it. It just makes my lips look really full. That kind of color. This one does have that actual plumping sensation in it. I love this as a topper. It's a very, very light pink, but it has that kind of shimmer in it. You can see there. It's just really pretty, the effect it gives your lips, and I love the color because it can lighten anything. So it's very multi-use for me. So wanted to mention that color, even though I've mentioned that formula before in a favorites. I love that lip gloss. Trying out a new sunscreen from Stylovana, which I do have a coupon code with them as well. It's Shop Cheryl, saves you a little bit of money on checkout. I use it myself. I want to pick out more sunscreen. You guys keep giving me recommendations, so my next order, I'm just going to have a whole ton of sunscreen in it. And this is one they actually sent my way. It's from Tokobo, I think it's called. It's their Bio Watery Sun Cream SPF 50. And I love the packaging of this. I think it's really nice for a squeezy tube. So this is one of the things that sets it apart from other sunscreens I've tried. I just really like the packaging of this. And this has hyaluronic acid, but it hasn't made my skin too sensitive because some of the ones that I've tried with hyaluronic acid are a little too sensitizing for me. This one has been really nice, no breakouts, obviously, because I haven't had any issue with Korean made sunscreen for breaking me out. I love the consistency of this. I feel like this specific sunscreen goes clear quicker than others. Watery Sun Cream is the perfect name for this because it literally just disappears into my skin like water. So I love it for the consistency. It's really special in terms of the things that I have tried is the consistency of this, and I love the packaging. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to this one if you haven't tried it before. I know there's a ton that you guys are recommending to me, which I'm going to try them all because I'm having so much fun finally finding sunscreen that doesn't break out my skin, and this is another one that we can add to the list for ones that work for me. This eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury has changed the game for me. You guys were telling me there's a brown one out there, so I need to check it out. It's the Charlotte Tilbury, the Feline Flick in Panther, and this is so great because of how matte it is, how black, and also for the wear of this. I can literally be crying tears and this does not go anywhere. So I love it for the wear. The application is super easy. I just rubbed it on my finger accidentally, but you can see how matte that is. And it is a felt tip pen. It's not a brush tip, which usually I like a brush tip just due to the flexibility of it. But this one has been working out really nicely, even though it's felt. I already mentioned that I was going to be mentioning that in this monthly favorite. So just getting that out of the way now. It's been my go-to for eyeliner, and I'm in an eyeliner phase. I'm just every day wearing eyeliner. That's just my thing right now. And then I really like this formula. I actually like it better than the initial highlight formula that Fenty Beauty came out with. And I believe this is the limited edition formula. It's their light diffusing highlighter. I have the shade Prosecco. I really love this on the skin. I think it's really beautiful if you want a very intense highlight because I find this very intense. I also have it down my nose and I just like how it lays on the skin. It just looks really wet and I love the undertone of this. If I had to pick between this and my Sephora collection one that I mentioned I think last month, I'd still pick Sephora collection, but in terms of new releases, it has been a favorite for highlight, so I wanted to mention it in this video. Then the newly reformulated MAC Studio Fix foundation, which I did a whole dedicated video on because I fell in love with this foundation. It's so good. I like it more than the original. I know some other people are going to disagree with me on that, and there's a couple other things that I actually wanted to mention in this video that I forgot to mention in my dedicated. I love this for the finish it gives my skin. It does give me full coverage when I build it up. However, I agree with some people who are saying that you have to use more of this to get that coverage, which I totally agree with, but that's probably why I like it personally, because I can customize the coverage. So if that's going to be an issue for you, just know that going in. I like it for the versatility, but I can totally see that being a downside for some people who like the original formula. Just because it was full coverage right away, this is definitely one that you got to build up to get that kind of coverage. And I like it because it looks natural. I don't find it transfers at all. I'm wearing it on my skin today and I just love the finish of it. I love how it wears. It does blur my skin a little bit. I don't have any blurring primer on and it just looks so good on the skin. And it doesn't break me out, which Old Studio Fix did, so that's why I love it. I love the shade of this one. I have NC27. Perfect match for me. Had to give it a mention in my favorites because I have been using it since purchasing it. I love the new Studio Fix. It's so good. And then another thing that I've been using and made it into top 10 viral product. I don't know if you're gonna see before this video actually. Maybe you will. Anyways, I love this product so much. It's from Glow Recipe, and I was obsessed with their original niacinamide dew drops, and this is their Hue Drops, the one that has some bronze in it, which I am wearing with this foundation, which I thought would be pretty to test out today. And I just think this looks beautiful, even just on its own, honestly, because I don't self-tan my face all the time. So just to match my self-tan, putting a little bit of this on, some concealer is all I feel like I need for on a daily go out the door makeup look. So I love the color of it. It just adds a subtle glowy bronze to the skin, just makes the skin look super healthy. And I love that about it. It has the perfect mixture of the bronze tint and a glow to it without having to add anything to it, because a lot of the glowy products on the market, I feel like you have to mix with other things. This you can just use as is, so it's simple and it gives the best look on my skin. So that is a 10 out of 10 product for me. And then these two products I've also mentioned before on my channel, but I just got different colors in them. So we have the Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Powder. I got 15 Fair Neutral, have that underneath my eyes. And then I got shade 6 in the Haus Labs bronzer, which I'm wearing in the crease of my eye and then all over my face. And I have to say, I think Haus Labs, this bronzer, has taken the place of my MAC Give Me Sun, which I didn't think a day would come when that would happen, but I love this formula so much. It never looks patchy on me. It just looks like it's blended into my skin. It is the most blended bronzer I have ever used. I love this bronzer so much, and I'm so happy I picked up 6, which is good if you have more olive skin tone. I really love 5 too, so I like both colors. Both are very different, so I can warrant both depending on what look I'm going for. I love that formula so much, so thank you for recommending that bronzer to me. I'm gonna thank you every time because it was you guys who told me to pick up that bronzer, so thank you, thank you, thank you. It is now my favorite bronzer ever. Do we get to talk about the random stuff now? Because I'm so excited. Books and lifestyle. So let's get to the random stuff. I'm gonna start with my game, which I got for my birthday, which is so fun. This is the game Takenoko. My husband got this for me for my birthday. I'm so happy with it. I was just playing it last night too. It is such a good game. It has a similar sort of tile concept as the game Catan, if you're familiar with that. Instead, this has a cute little panda who you want to grow bamboo and eat bamboo with this little panda. It is so fun. I always play games with the family on either Friday night or Sunday, just depending on our schedule. And this has just been one of our favorite games to play. It's super easy to play once you get a hang of it. I love this as a strategy game, and just the whole concept of it I think is super cute. I love the fun bamboo shoots and how different this game can play depending on how you build the map. It's just super fun. So if you're looking for a fun strategy game to play, it says 8+. It's not too hard. It looks more complex than it is once you get a hang of it. It's just super fun to play, and I highly recommend. It's been my game of the month, so had to mention it in my May faves. April faves. These have been my shoes of spring. These are my Nike Legacy Lifts, and they are dirty because I've been wearing them. Don't even want to show you that, but I love these shoes. If you're looking for some cute new shoes that have a chunky heel, give you a little bit of lift, I love that. I always get compliments when I wear these out. Every time. There hasn't been a time that I've worn these, that I've been in public, that someone doesn't stop me and say, I didn't know they made it in a lift version. I'm like, yes, Legacy Lift. If you wear neutral colors like me, it has white, tan, and black, which I feel like are the colors I'm always wearing. They're so cute, so comfy, and I just highly recommend. I know a lot of you like this mention when I mentioned it in one of my previous videos, so I just wanted to let you know these are the perfect shoe. True to size, super comfy, and very cute for any outfit this spring. Then this I saw on TikTok, and I purchased this from Amazon. It was back ordered, I feel. It took a little bit to get to Canada, didn't ship Prime. Maybe they have more stock now, but this is a little carrying snack case. Veggies, treats, whatever you want to bring on the go. I just think it's super handy and convenient, and have been putting all my cut up veggies in here if we're going to the park, snacks, whatever. Put them in these containers to go. You can take out the smaller containers and use the bigger container for something if that's all you want to use it for. But I love that it has all these compartments that are separated. Keeps everything separated, and super handy because it has the handle with it. So just one of those random things that I feel like anyone could use. Even if you're just storing your vegetables in the fridge and want to quickly pull out some veggies, they're just already pre-cut in the little containers, which I won't need to do today to fill up, but I wanted to show you it empty. But I love this. It's so convenient. It's so cute with the handles too. Just the perfect design for a little container. Last but certainly not least is my book, and you already know this is the series I'm reading. However, I'm gonna tell you what book I'm gonna read next. So this is Throne of Glass from Sarah J. Maas. I read Assassin's Blade before this. Now I'm on Throne of Glass. I wanted to finish it before today, but I think I'm going to be able to do that tonight. So by the time this video goes up, I'm going to have finished it, but I'm loving Throne of Glass so much. I'm only 2 books in, and I feel like I'm going to like this more than ACOTAR. That's how I'm feeling going in, and I know people say it's slow to start, but I'm already so invested. I love it. I had to mention that, but I'm going to be reading that series forever, it seems. So I have another book that starts a new series that my best friend is begging me to read. So I said that I would stop my Throne of Glass to read this come May. So if you want to know what I'm reading in May, it is from Rebecca Yarros, who wrote Fourth Wing. I got my friend into Fourth Wing, and now she's sending this back my way for me to read. And it's called Full Measures. This is the first book in, I think, a 4-part series. I have literally no idea what it's about, but I'm just going to show you it here, that I'm going to be reading this in May. So if you want to read along with me, this is what we're reading in May. That is everything for my April favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We had a whole ton of stuff. Fragrance, beauty, books, lifestyle, random games, you name it, we had it in this video. I love favorites for that reason, because I'm just sharing more of my personality, I feel like, all my random stuff. You just get to know a little bit more about me. So I hope you guys are enjoying these monthly favorites. It's one of those old school YouTube things that I've just never given up. I love a good monthly favorites, and I know you guys do too, so thank you so much for the support, for watching, and thanks again to Dossier for sponsoring a portion of this video. If you guys have not already, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell to be notified of all my future videos. Let me know what your monthly favorites were in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.